Our speakers this afternoon will be Eli's son, Richard, who will also be reading words from Eli's granddaughter, Jessica Lane, Cy Golden, Mort Hartman, Bob LaCava, Elsa Baer, Dr. David Garfield, and Eli's son, Philip Lane.
Well, I want to begin by thanking you, Rabbi Shalom, for doing a wonderful job. I want to thank, Rabbi Shalom, thank you so much. I want to thank my brother Philip for doing a wonderful job in organizing the slideshow and preparing his talk. And I want to thank all of you for coming today and for all the heartfelt expressions of condolence and sympathy that we received. One of the condolence cards that really struck me quoted an African proverb that said, "When a wise man dies, it's like a library burning down to the ground." That was truly the case with Eli, who had such a wealth of knowledge and used it to help so many. In Sarasota in April, I had a chance to make more extended remarks, and in fact, that entire service, including a eulogy by my son Jonathan, is still available on the internet, and instructions on how to locate that service on YouTube can be found in the program, and we hope to put this service on YouTube as well. So today I'd like to spend most of my time reading a remembrance from my daughter Jessica, who's here today, and I think has decided that she will deliver it herself. But after that, I'll have a couple of comments myself. Jessica?
Okay, since I wasn't actually planning to read this, I haven't practiced it or anything, so. Okay. A couple weeks ago, my dad, Karen, and I went to dinner to celebrate Father's Day. We spent a good portion of that dinner talking about Grandpa Eli, specifically the impact he made on his patients and his students during his many years as an analyst. As my dad told me some things about Grandpa's career, it struck me that I knew very little about the life he led before I was born. I wondered why that was, and realized upon reflection that Grandpa never really talked about himself. He cared so much about his family that he devoted his attention to the details of our lives and didn't ask for the same attention in return. He was perfectly willing to share things about his past if he was asked, but he was much more focused on meeting our needs and keeping track of how we were doing. I never really thought of it that way until after he passed away. When he was alive, I felt some pressure to do the sorts of things that I thought would make him proud of me. To excel in school, to be passionate about some area of study or a possible career path. But I'm pretty sure that he would have been proud of me no matter what. He just wanted to be involved in my life and to guide me when I seemed to lack direction. At this particular time in my life, having just graduated from college and totally unsure of what sort of career to pursue, I could use his guidance. But even though he's not here anymore to provide constant encouragement, just knowing how much he believed in me is a great source of strength. The last time I saw Grandpa was the day before he passed away. I had flown to Sarasota for the weekend, knowing that it was very likely to be our last visit together. Grandma Harriet and Jill warned me when I arrived that it was going to be very difficult to see Grandpa in the ICU. Indeed, saying goodbye to him was one of the hardest things I've ever done. I could barely say the words, "I love you," because I was crying so hard. What was amazing is that as weak as he was, too weak to keep his eyes open, he squeezed my hand as tightly as he would have in full health. I'm so glad he knew I was there. As heartbreaking as it was when he died, it was a great comfort that we had that time together. Thank you.
Thank you, Jessica. That was very lovely. Well, as you've just heard, Eli cared very deeply and was totally committed to ensuring that both his children and his grandchildren would be successful in life. He was a man who was very confident that his opinion might very well be the best and most informed. Given his intellectual brilliance and his vast world of knowledge and clinical experience, he was often right about that. He was a towering figure and one that I couldn't help but admire and strive to emulate. In fact, his self-confidence and commitment to our success was so strong that he wouldn't let anything get in the way, which on very rare occasions included my own opinions and preferences, as illustrated by the example from Hebrew School. Eli was, like all of us, a human being who was not perfect, but his pursuit of excellence and his enjoyment of it led to so many great achievements, including his innumerable contributions to so many people and so much gratification in his life. In closing, I simply want to say that I was truly heartsick when he became so ill in February and March, and since his death in April, I have missed him very, very much, so much so that I'm sure that I always will. Thank you, Dad, for all you did for me and so many others. I love you.